When one girl, Pernille, went out to the fields, 14 German shepherds ran towards her and they played together. Just then, the girl raised her hand and this amazing thing happened. Pernille, a 5-year-old girl from Norway, lived with her parents. She was an only child. Pernille wasn't particularly friendly, nor was she playful. Apart from her homework, she didn't have much interest in anything else. She didn't like cartoons, toys, and any of the other things toddlers usually liked. Once she asked her parents to buy her a toy car, but after a few days she lost interest in that too and stopped riding in it. All of this made her parents worried. They didn't like the way their daughter easily got detached from things. They wanted to see her nurture, love, and care about something, pretty much anything. This troubled Pernille's mum a lot, and at some point the woman got desperate and bought a bunch of items hoping they would capture Pernille's interest. Soon their house was filled with so many toys, books, and several items that Pernille never touched nor played with. Pernille's parents felt that if their daughter had something she cared about or any activity she loved doing, it would improve her social life. I just wanted to see that sweet and vulnerable side of her. Of course, we were patient with her, but we knew we also had to be strategic because we didn't want her to grow up that way. Pernille's parents didn't yet realize they were doing it wrong. Deep down, Pernille actually had a friendly and adventurous side to her, even more so than her parents could have imagined. Well, it would take 14 German shepherds for Pernille's parents to realize that there was something out there that Pernille would never get tired of. It all started one day when Pernille and her parents went to a nearby field. That evening, Pernille told her parents that she felt like taking a walk. It was the 3rd time she asked for a walk. Whenever her parents went out for a walk, Pernille often told them that she didn't feel like going, so she waited inside the house with her nanny. So, understandably, her parents were excited that she was willing and even asking to go outdoors. When they got to the field, they all held hands and wandered around. The couple entertained Pernille with some of the funny and heartwarming things she did as a kid. The little girl, it seemed, was enjoying every bit of it, but soon things would get even more exciting. About 30 minutes later, Pernille, as usual, got bored and told her parents she wanted to leave. They were disappointed that the activity came to an abrupt stop and that their daughter's interest had once again quickly shifted. But they took it upon themselves not to show their feelings. The family was about to take their leave when 14 German shepherds walked into the field. As soon as Pernille sighted the animals, she let out a hearty laugh. "Hey!" she called out to the animals, and they ran towards her. The German shepherds surrounded Pernille as she walked around the tall grass. Soon enough, the animals were running around Pernille. These dogs ranged from puppies to fully grown animals. Pernille wasn't scared of the dogs, and she was enjoying every bit of their interaction. Clearly, the dogs loved her as well. Usually, parents would get concerned if they saw not 1 or 2, but 14 dogs around their child, especially if the dogs are the size of German shepherds. But Pernille's parents were super calm because of the way the dogs acted around Pernille. They were very gentle with her. Even though they played with her and ran around her, they were careful. They gave Pernille enough space to run around. Pernille wasted no time bonding with the animals, and she patted each one of them lovingly. "Sweet dog, you're so cute," she said. Pernille's parents held their breath as they watched the beautiful scene playing out before their eyes. They had never seen their daughter show such passion and enthusiasm towards anything other than her studies. Just then, Pernille did something very sweet, and you will definitely love the dog's reaction to it. As the dogs ran around the sweet girl, she picked up some grass and threw it in the air. Thrilled by that, the dogs jumped up in the air and tried to catch the grass. Seeing how much the dogs loved this, Pernille quickly picked up more grass and threw it in the air, and the dogs tried to catch it. While doing so, they were very careful and super sweet. Pernille's parents were glad. They were excited that their daughter was making new friends, albeit furry ones. Most people think that German shepherds are vicious and unfriendly, but that's not the case, and these 14 dogs just proved it. There are really no bad or dangerous dogs. It all just depends on how they are trained and brought up by their owners. Pernille's parents knew that the world deserved to see such innocent interaction between their child and the animals, so they recorded the sweet encounter and uploaded the video online. So what was people's reaction to it? If you ask me, I'd say love at first sight. Everyone adored the video. To date, the video keeps getting views, and it has gathered over 10 million views since it was posted on YouTube. Seeing how much Pernille loved the dogs, her parents thought that these 4-legged animals could be the answer to what they had been desperately looking for. So, the next day, they took Pernille to an animal shelter and they asked her if she would like to adopt one of the dogs there. Yes, the little girl screamed. The staff at the animal shelter took her around the cages, and Pernille eventually spotted a 2-month-old female German Shepherd with whom she fell in love with right away. Pernille named the dog Baby. The two bonded really fast and they started doing everything together. Her parents were glad to see Pernille come out of her shell. Pernille, who didn't like to leave her room, started taking her dog out for strolls every evening. She also became very friendly and outspoken. She would tell anyone who cared to give her a listening ear about her animal friend. She even made friends with other kids in the neighborhood and she invited them to play with her dog. To date, they remain the best of friends, and it doesn't seem like Pernille will get tired of her dog anytime soon. This girl, Tallulah, also formed a beautiful bond with her dog, Loki. This German Shepherd was quite troublesome and naughty, but when he met Tallulah, everything changed. Before Tallulah's birth, her parents adopted a German Shepherd, Loki. Loki was a sweet dog, but he was a bit on the naughty side. The dog would jump on tables, chew papers, and just do everything he wasn't supposed to do. Tallulah's dad, Ryan, admitted in an interview that he hadn't trained Loki well, so that explains the dog's misconduct. When this family story went viral, someone made a funny comment about Loki's behavior. Ryan kind of shot himself in the foot by naming him Loki. How did you expect him to behave and act obediently when he's the god of mischief? After all, Loki is a god of mischief in Norse mythology. Well, Loki soon became very obedient and loving, all thanks to Tallulah, his human friend. A year after Loki's adoption, Tallulah was born. Her parents were scared that Loki wouldn't take the new development well. Loki used to get all the attention and care, but with Tallulah's arrival, things would definitely change, so they feared that the dog wouldn't accept Tallulah. Well, they were wrong. Right from the moment Loki saw Tallulah, the German Shepherd fell in love with the little baby girl. He stayed by her side all the time. Whenever her mum was feeding her, he wouldn't take his eyes off her. Loki went into big brother mode and was adamant about protecting Tallulah at all times. Whenever she was asleep, he acted cautiously so as not to wake her up. When Tallulah toddles around the room, Loki always keeps an eye on her. His protective nature and sharp instincts countered every doubt we had about him. Tallulah could tell that Loki loved her and she returned the gesture a millionfold. They played together and Tallulah wasn't scared of Loki. Instead, she was intrigued by him. Loki was a smart dog and he knew how to get on Tallulah's good side. He won her over with his big and sloppy kisses. One day, Ryan took a video of Tallulah and Loki playing together and he uploaded it. The video received massive love and support. The beautiful bond between the two encouraged people who saw the video to share their own stories with their pets. I grew up with the German Shepherd also, had her for 15 years. She was the most intelligent, loving, and protective dog, someone wrote. Wow, this is exactly like when I was a toddler. We also had a German Shepherd that would protect me. I'd sleep with him in his basket. He would watch out that I wouldn't fall off of the couch when I was sleeping on it. And he even walked me around our table with me holding onto his back, literally teaching me how to walk. I miss him, another commenter wrote. Indeed, German Shepherds are a sweet, kind, and loving breed of dogs. I hope you enjoyed this story. Let me know what you think about German Shepherds in the comments section. See you next time.